Well, hello, my friends. I'm here with my cousin. We're distant cousins. Your grandpa was my grandmother's brother. All right, so I don't know which cousin, whether we're 2 or 3 or whatever cousins, but
somewhere down the line.
somewhere down there. Ronnie Henderson. Ronnie is, we've known each other a long time, and he now pastors Eagle Lake Assembly of God. It's the home church of where my dad, R.O. Denton Sr., grew up at. And we had a wonderful time with him, a week or so ago.
Last week.
But Ronnie has a really interesting job. He kills bugs. He has a business called, besides pastor now, he has a business called Country Boy Pest Control. How long have you been working in the pest control, Ronnie?
Over 30 years.
30 years, over 30 years.
Over 30 years.
You've killed a lot of bugs.
Killed a lot of bugs.
Wow. Yeah, now, do you think, I've always said that it seems like the bugs come out at night. Is that true? I mean, I know they're all around, but it seems to me like when you turn the lights out, the little creatures come out.
Sometimes, certain bugs, they do that. They can feel the pressure in the room when you open and close the door. So, they can detect those things, and when they feel safe, they'll come on out.
But do you have certain chemicals or whatever to kill certain types of bugs?
Oh, yeah.
Or does one chemical kill them all?
A lot of chemicals kill a lot of different insects. Sometimes they're more specific, but it's mostly more general.
Well, you know what? The reason I wanted to bring you on today, and some of you might say, well, why do you have a bug killer on here? Well, I'm going to ask you something. Have you ever had things that just bugged you? Have you had things that bug you?
Oh, yeah. A lot of things.
I have had things that just bugged me. And, life is full of bugs, isn't it?
Full of bugs. Life has a lot of bugs.
And God has people that helps to deal with the bugs in our life, the things that irritate us, the things that really make us feel bad. I mean, because when you got bugs in the house, it kind of makes you feel a bit nasty, doesn't it?
Right.
And God has people in our lives, pastors and evangelists and prophets, missionaries, teachers, to help when we're facing bugs in our life, things that just irritate us, things that are just, creepy, so to speak. And not only pastors and ministers, but the Holy Spirit is given to us to help destroy the bugs. And I'm so glad that God gives us His Word, His promises, that those bugs don't have to control us. You ever been to a house where it just seemed like that the bugs had taken over?
Absolutely. I could tell you numerous stories it's crazy. Some people won't even believe the stories you could tell about bugs in a house. And when you mention, about people that help us because bugs stay hidden a lot of times, and that's sometimes the things that bug us in life. They get deep rooted, they get seated inside. So there comes a time when we just have to, take care of those bugs, so to speak. Find the source, where they're at and why they're there, and get rid of them, uproot them, like bitterness, and things like that can get in our lives.
Bitterness, jealousy, unforgiveness is like a bug.
Unforgiveness.
Yeah, wow. And those people that you've been to places where there's lots of bugs, but if those people would have just called sooner,
there you go.
those bugs wouldn't have been there.
Right.
They wouldn't have taken over. But why do you reckon people don't want to call the bug man?
Well, sometimes they're embarrassed, and maybe sometimes they can't afford it, and sometimes they don't care. I mean, I've been to brand new $1 million homes, and it be infested with bugs. I don't understand it. That's the way sometimes we are, buddy. Sometimes we get those things in our life, and we let them pile up and pile up and pile up, and we never pay them any attention. And in the long run, it costs you a lot. It costs you a lot.
And spiritually, it's the same way, isn't it?
Spiritually, it's the same way. It's going to cost you somewhere down the road if you don't take care of it.
We got to deal with those bugs.
Got to deal with those bugs.
All right, Ronnie, thank you so much for being with us today.
It's been a pleasure.
I love you, man. And
love you.
Want you to join us again tomorrow, but in the meantime, deal with those bugs. Allow God to clean them out. God bless. Bye-bye.